Welcome to my home lab. In this new video we're gonna install PiHole with Docker. We start our video on the website PiHole.net. You see it here how to install the Docker, see that in a minute. You can also install it without Docker using the DNS server, block ads, the theme, the web interface. You see that at the end of this video. The DHCP server, it's built in. Blacklist, you can download it. The logs and statistics. Next, we have the GitHub website with Docker PiHole. Again, a lot of information. You see, we use the latest version. A quick start. We're going to use this Docker Compose file. And we have also the Docker Hub website with PiHole. See, again, a lot of information. So we go to tags and we use the latest. So you look, we use PiHole/PiHole latest. Now we open Visual Studio Code and do a remote connection to our Fedora server. See, it's taking a minute, it's downloading, and voila, we are inside. I open folder, go down to, in my case, programming and Docker. Okay. Downloading again. Okay. And voila. We are inside. You see, I prepared already the Docker Compose file. You see here also Joomla, MySQL, Nginx Proxy Manager, and WordPress. All directories from previous videos. But today we do PiHole. I open the Docker Compose. I told you I prepared it already. So we look at it. We have services. Then the name PiHole. You can choose that whatever you want, but PiHole is a good name in this case. Container name. Also, you can choose whatever you want. The image, PiHole/PiHole latest. And then the ports. We need a lot of ports. 53, TCP, UDP for DNS support. 80 and 443 for HTTP and HTTPS. 76 if you want to install a DHCP server. And 123 if you want to use the NTP time server. Then we have environment variables. Zone, I live in Belgium, so Brussels in my case. The passport, gonna see that, we need that in a minute. I do passport because it's only for testing, so it don't matter. And the DNS upstream servers, 8.8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4. Then we have a volume, etc PiHole, and you see it already here. From a previous run to etc PiHole inside the container. So again, this is inside the container. This is on our Fedora server. You see that here. See here, we have a directory, but nothing inside it because not yet used it. Another thing, we can have a second volume if you have a previous version, if you're upgrading from version 5. Then we have another things. If you use the DHCP server, you need netadmin. If you want to use NTP time server, you need sys_time. And if you need more processing time, you need sys.nis. Restart always. You can also use unless stopped, but always it's okay. And for now we use a bridge network, but you're going to see that we have a problem. But I want to show you, and then we look for the solution. So we open the terminal, new terminal. You see we are inside Docker. I do ls. See here all the directories. One you see here. We go inside PiHole. ls again. And you see the Docker compose file, this one, and the etc PiHole directory, this one. Now we do Docker compose up in detach mode. And you're going to see we're going to have a problem. Run it. We're downloading PiHole. It's not so big, so it's very quickly. Almost there. Take a second. Et voilà. We are downloading. Now we create a network. And if we want to start the PiHole container, we have a problem. You see, port 53 TCP address already in use. That is because I want to run this Docker container in a Linux server. And the Linux server already uses port 53. You have two options, or you can stop the TCP 53 on our Fedora server. That's one option. Or you can use a MacVlan network. We use the second one. Because if it's only for testing and you remove the port 53 on your server, you have to redo it again. So we change the network. For now, we close the terminal. We go down. I paste in the new code. Go down. And paste it in. So you have networks PiHole, driver MacVlan, driver ops the network card. For me it's ENO2, but for you have to look out it. The driver is default. Config subnet is 192.168.0.0/16. The IP range is 192.168.129.101/32. So I use only one IP address in my VLAN network. The gateway, in my case, is 192.168.128.1. But for you, it can be different. Next, we change the networks here. Only thing we have to paste in is the network address. So we change that. Et voilà. IP4 address 192.168.129.101. Now we save everything. You see it's unsaved. Control S. Everything is saved. We open a new terminal. Again, we go inside PiHole. ls. Again, you see Docker compose and the PiHole directory. So we do Docker compose up detach mode. So we run in detach mode. Enter. See, it's very quickly because the container is already downloaded. We configure the network and we start the container. In the meantime, you see the PiHole directory is set up. We have a lot of files and directories. To use or test PiHole, you need to adjust the network setups. You need to change the IP version 4 DNS servers to the address of the PiHole server for version 4 and for version 6. See it both here. Now we open a browser. It's a good idea to test it with a private browser and do the address 192.168.129.101. You see here we have access denied, but did you mean the go-to PiHole dashboard? Yes. Okay, click on it. The next thing, consider upgrading to HTTPS. Also okay. It's a private, it's a self-signed certificate, so we have to accept it. Now we can log in with password. You see here, password is the password from the Docker Compose file. Log in, et voila, we are inside. To test if everything is working, I opened a private browser window, paste in the address of a test site, enter, and you can see this page is used to test your PiHole setup is working right. If you do not see any ads on this page, PiHole is working. So we don't see any ads, so it's working. We try it out. We disable blocking. Definitely. I opened a new private window. Again, paste in the same address, enter, and you see, now we have advertising. The last step is to view the menu. Here you see the total queries, the queries who are blocked, the percentage blocked, and the domains on the list. You're going to see the list in a minute. And here you see every query blocked and percentages, you see that here. We have also query log, where you see all the domains who are blocked. See here, blocked and allowed. We can add groups, but for now we only have the default group, default. The clients, we not yet have any clients here. Then domains, here you can add denied domains or add allowed domains. Domains and filters. Then we have list. For now we have only one list. You see, it's enabled. It's the list from PiHole by setup. You can add here new list, block list or allow list. Then we have to disable blocking indefinitely for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 5 minutes or custom time. So you can click on it and disable PiHole for some time or for as long as you want. Then we have settings, the system, the DNS. For now we use Google, the DNS server from Google. DHCP, but it's not yet enabled. The web interface, you can change that here. See also dark mode if you want. Oh, maybe you try it. Et voila. We have dark mode now. Change that again. Et voila. Privacy, teleporter, and local DNS records. But for now, it's not enabled. And last, we have tools, PiHole diagnostics, different log files here, another log file, the web server log file, update block list. You see, you can click on it and the list is downloaded. You see it here. You download this list. This is the list from PiHole by installation. And you see everything is okay. You have find domains in the list. Interfaces. You have a loopback and an up. See here. Open that. And the networks. As you can see, for now I have only one computer who is connected to my PiHole. It's my Windows PC. We are at the end of this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe or give a thumbs up or give a comment. Thank you very much and see you later.